Welcome and well met, my brave little spark. How long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh, I have awaited you patiently all this time. Past every fate, now sing with me once more. Share of your life, far greater than memory. Its loss and love words cannot hold. Boundless the tale overflows and carries your Lord out to sea.
And here we are, chilling out in Mordona with my new character, Rahana. So yeah, Zigbar is on retirement now. I mean, he kind of deserves it. He's just going off doing his own adventures. He's going to Costa del Sol, just having a nice pina colada. While we're here to continue to slack, aren't we, Rahana? You're here eating an apple, but that's the last, like, breadth of, you know, happiness you're going to have for a while. So yeah, we're back for 6.1. I said there wasn't going to be too much of a gap between this and Endwalker and 6.1, but once we finish this, there is going to be quite a wait before I do another recording of this. So yeah, I'm going to try and make this special, but I might come back to a recording of this, maybe for Roll Quest, possibly, but I think I am just going to let Final Fantasy 14 rest for a while, and then I'm going to do something else, maybe like Final Fantasy 9 or, I don't know, Path of Exiles, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, let's head back to Mordona, because we've got to find some newfound adventures, as is the name of 6.1. Come on, Rahana, you're my new character, you got a new get out for your white mage, let's go, shall we? So Tataru, when you said we were gonna, you know, go our separate ways, I never thought I'd be coming back to the Rising Stones, but here we are. What do you want to talk about anyway? Oh, you're gonna give me something cool? Okay, newfound adventure. Tataru is putting on a pot of tea and looks in need of some company. Are you sad? Rahana, how lovely to see you. Yeah! It's great to see you too, Tataru. I definitely didn't do a memory wipe of all of you and put my name in its place so that Zigbar can go on retirement. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Yeah. Oh, I love tea, in fact. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. And have some cookies and tea. Some Lotus biscuits, maybe? I love Lotus biscuits and tea, actually. That's quite nice. Quite a delicious combination. But yeah, it's been ages, Tataru. And by ages, I mean about a week since I did finish this a while after Endwalker came out. 6.1 here, and 6.2 on the horizon. End of August, I'll be doing part 2 of this. How have you been? It's been quiet here.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
Everyone's gone on their own adventures, Tataru. It's the way of it, isn't it?
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors.
Yeah, I even went to the extent of finding a memory erasing machine so that Zigbar can, like, escape this scenario.
Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it.
Yeah.
What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
I'm gonna be doing EX1 on the weekend, possibly. I'm gonna be trying my luck on the Kill Zodiac again. A brand new adventure, of course. I'm still mulling it over. ... Yeah, I'll go for the middle one. Still mulling it over. Vahana's been on his own adventures. I mean, he is the warrior of life, a different world,
I
so...
hope you weren't thinking of asking me for advice. Though if you are open to suggestions, I might have one for you.
What is it? Is it Mercedia? I don't doubt it. Don't think it's Mercedia.
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats.
That's right.
For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while?
I'm fine with throwing them aside altogether, Tataru. Who needs, you know, who needs trivialities like titles anyway? I would prefer just being called the
Approach
Catman.
yourself as a simple adventurer
Yeah.
again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
I'm gonna go to the new world, or like Emmett said, we're gonna go explore places we've never seen before. You might. Who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be discovered? That's a great idea, but where to start? Why is there like a ... option? Is that a new thing now? It's like a Telltale game where you can just say silence instead of anything.
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down.
How about we start with Cydia?
But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
Is it somewhere where I've been before? Oh?
Thavner. That's where you should go next.
I've been to Thavner before, Tataru.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you.
Probably.
Then there's the bounty itself.
I'm not a Dragoon anymore, I'm a white mage, but...
The region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance.
Yeah. Okay, you know what, Tataru, I'll take you up on your offer. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
And you'll get to experience the amazing music that is Radzat, viewers. So enjoy that. Flower buds? Should I call you flower buds? I don't know. Emmett.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty?
Oh.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I've still got SM's crystal because I'm like from a different realm. That's how I'm identifying it. I've got like a little character sheet for Vahana. I've got his like background.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
That's right.
In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
But it was a present, and I will wear it if you give it to me. I have got a new glamour, but I'll wear a new glamour if it's good, Tataru.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Yes! Tataru, best cat, the best glamour. You're the best, Tataru. Make sure it has pockets. What would I use pockets for, Vahana? She knows. She knows she's the best. I mean, who doesn't? Tataru is the best character ever made. Oh, look, she's like a weaver. She's like doing actual knitting.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
I'm enjoying a nice cup of tea. This is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of cool down. Like I said, they have got to really lower the stakes after Endwalker. So I'm excited. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it that far.
I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Oh no. She's become the evil overlord of the fabric. The fabric world. Oh, I've fallen asleep.
I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
She knows how I like to hoard stuff inside my inventory. And it happens too often. Because I just get items and now I forget to get rid of them. Come on, Vahana, drink your tea.
We mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
It's true. Although I think as a cat person, I don't think we enjoy... Oh, Makote, not a cat person. What the fuck is this? Zenos? Is that you, buddy? Wait, I think it actually is. What is this place? Is this a new storyline?
And thus I am returned.
Okay, that's either Xenos, because it has like it's like Viper aesthetic, or it's someone else. I don't know where that is though. It looks like a floating island, so maybe maybe that's the Alliance raid, possibly? Newfound adventure. Oh shit! I'm intrigued. You've definitely grabbed the fishing hooks and made me interested already. It's already a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air I'll experience every 3 months. 3 to 4 months. Wait. Hey.
Ah, you're awake.
Yeah. I had a nice sleep. Had a little think about life. Saw a Reaper Man in the middle of a void world. How was your sewing? Ah.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
And I needed like 10 more cups of teas then, I guess. Should have gone and got some more. We'll go to the kettle machine that Sid has.
You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
You know it, Tataru. Also, you say next chapter, this is a different character.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Okay, I'm excited. Wait, the Diamond Forge? What's that? Oh, is that the... Wait, no, where is that? Where the fuck is the Diamond Forge? Is that... It's a place in Mordona, but I've forgotten where it is. Definitely. Yeah, it was awfully quiet in the Rising Stones, and I need to get rid of that. That should not be there, because we know what quest we're doing now. It's called Newfound Adventure, and we're gonna immediately get a glamour from Tataru. So, like, there's no point. There's no point me actually getting glamours if I knew I was gonna get one immediately. I'll be going my Sheba mount because it's the best mount in the game. Well, I haven't put too much thought into like preparing like big stuff for the stream. I am going to do an intro for Vahana, but not like anything else outside of that really. This is going to be introducing this new character and also, you know, some other stuff kinda. I got a little background information for Vahana. I got like a little storyboard I'm planning, so yeah. That's how I'll explain the new character. Observe as the artist refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. I trust you. She just puts it in a microwave and it just turns around for a little bit and becomes an outfit. A little more in room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on a mannequin. You got like high quality. Is that what it? Oh, I enjoy that. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? Yeah, it does. It's got a little cape. I love that you got some hair for it too. Was that my earring? How did I get my earring? Yay! I'm so glad you approve. You've outdone yourself, Tataru. Thank you. Yeah. Only praise from Vahana. Oh, stop. You make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this in your travels. I promise, I am going to put that on immediately after this. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers may gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, where did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments? You say that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be wearing this glamour for this 6.1, so everyone I'm going to be seeing are going to be wearing the same thing. But I am excited to wear your thing. I'm going to put probably dye it purple as well. And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders of Tataru's bouquet. I mean, if you could sell it, Tataru, why not? I can hear it now. The merry clink of gil overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Oh my god. Oh, we even got glamours for the Night Necklace as well. That's cool. Okay, well, I'll be right back, because I'm going to go... Actually, you know what? I'll go to Charlene quickly and equip the stuff, I guess. Oh. Ahem. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a new fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experience and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, is this the glossary thing? Oh, maybe you should start doing that. You know, never some odd past detail might become relevant. Yeah, because this is a thing they added in 6.1. You can, like, it's like a glossary for previous characters and stuff, so you remember them. Or if one day I take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the decade, something to keep in mind in any case. Oh my god. The collection expanded, the unending codex. Oh my god. Oh, she's got a lot of dialogue too. Oh shit, okay. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The Final Day. Concept. Oh, do we need to like unlock these as we go along? It's not available. New entries will be added to the codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. Oh, okay, so it's from this point on. Okay, I understand. Very cool. Well, I guess we'll continue with that in a sec because I'm going to apply my new glamour. I'll be right back. In fact, Rahana, you do something. I don't know, do this. Nah, you know, I'm just gonna pretend. Oh, here we go. In fact, I'll do this way. We'll do a countdown from 1 to 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Well, my teleportation magic didn't work quite as well because here everyone goes. I think this person had exactly the same thought I had here when I got this new glamour. But here we are, Vahana with his little hat and it's his new like awesome outfit from Tataru. Thank you, Tataru, for this. This is great. Bountiful Ruins. Tataru has some advice to share with you. As the former receptionist, sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best place to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Favner, I suggest you explore your options at Mervid's Mayhem, the finest drinking establishment in Vadsahan. Charm the employees, and I'll not only point you in the right direction of the local telltales, but also share with you the trick for loosening their tongues. Now I really must be getting back to running my bouquet. Enjoy the journey, Rahana, and may fair fortune find you. Oh, see you later, Tataru. Thank you for the new glamour, and let us head to Vadsahan to go gather some juicy gossip, shall we? And you'll get to hear the amazing music here. In fact, there's no point in cutting out because the second we get here, it'll be like 2-second loading screen basically. It's not that long. Yeah. We are here and you'll get to hear the fucking awesome music. I'm gonna let it play while I go over here. Oh, there you go, you got a little bit of it there. The music is so good. You see some dancers dancing to it, why wouldn't you, to be honest? It's such a great background track for this area, and it's basically a remix of Flow, but it's like a really upbeat version. Welcome to Merid's Mahane. Alright. Oh, hello. I didn't recognize you at first. Are you? Yeah, well, I wouldn't think you would recognize me because I'm a different character. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. I'm not here to table. I need to get gossip. Ruins beneath the bounty. You speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Oh, is it an Arkazadara, maybe? Ah, there he is, Professor Jarlene. I thought I saw him come in. Oh. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mahane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Okay, bribe him, I see. Whatever you buy from us on the house, by the way. If Method found out I took coin from Favner's saver, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Yay, free stuff. Very good. Okay, I gotta choose drink, I guess. Hey, well, what drinks do you like, buddy? Yes. The following event cannot be skipped. Okay, it's one of these where I go first person. Had a few of these in Endwalker. And Stormblood, actually. And what may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? Oh, he's waiting. I wanted to ask you about the sunken vault in the mountain. Oh, just a friendly chat. How about, yeah, we want to go straight on with it. It's gonna like push us away if we do that. Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Here we are, one of Merrid's finest. Enjoy! Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Jalheen empties the cup in a single pull. Oh, that's impressive. So yeah, I'm gonna make you a little bit tipsy so I can get you the information out of you. That was very kind of you, sir, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? I ask another drink. Oh no, okay, that's what we needed to do. Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurers at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Alzadal? He was Khan of the Ori tribe who sailed to Favner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radzahan. Oh, from a Step? Oh. He decided to aid the Arkazadara, is what ultimately won them in a war against the Gagasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzadar III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radzahan's earlier days. Oh. We know about one satrap, and we thought she lost him during the final days. Some attest that this man travelled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there was the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadol III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the century since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radzatan, folk would remember the tale of hidden treasure. Hearty souls would seek out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Well, that doesn't sound good. Then again, we are the warrior of... Well, technically we're not the warrior of light because Zigbar was. Behind us something else. Would you like to hear more? Apologies. I have a slight tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Oh, I see how it is. Okay. Hello, I know around for the professor. Yeah, we're not... He wants another drink. I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Yes, good job, Ahana. You're definitely a lot more smart than Zigbar is. Another for the professor. Oh, today was a splendid day to meet the Bahane. Visit the Bahane, I mean. Galleon gulps down his newest drink of gusto. Where were we? Ah, yes. Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault refused. Flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the Golden Lord grew stronger than ever before. That reminds us of something Azama was saying. Azama is a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, yes he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail. I hear, but he did have... No, I can say no more. You're gonna pass out before I can get all the information from you. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my words send you to your death, I could never live with myself. I am no stranger to peril. I think I've heard enough. Yeah, I'm no stranger to peril. Well, Hana's been through some stuff. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell the tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Okay, this would be harder to the very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognized you now. You're the hero of the final days. I think you're a little bit too drunk. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Mahil, more of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one's on your coin, Professor. Oh no. Garleen drinks yet another cup dry. Oh no. He's not doing too good after 3 cups or whatever that is. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems you could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? But I forgot. Let's see my best friend. Meow! Mudvinkf! I'm gonna signal for water instead. I think he needs to get a little bit toasty right now. Come on, this is a bar, isn't it? Your foot. What? Winked at? Why am I being winked at? Your drink, sir. Oh, okay. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Garleen gulps down a cup of water. Blah! That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Yes. Probably for the best. They kind of me, really. My head will be certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. I am put in the mind of the words of Master Yalvin. Be wary of how much drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak of Azama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mahane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune, finding your fortune. You appear to have learned all the Jan has to offer regarding the undersea vault. To find out more, you'll need to locate a man by the name of Azama. Oh. I don't know where that is in Badsahan. Oh, here? Okay, that makes it easier. Is he really here this entire time? He's over here. I see you, fellow. Yes, I am Mazana, and who might you be? I'm here to ask for help. I need to find the undersea vault. Oh sure, I'm afraid. My friend took our ship out in search of Azalda's legacy. I've been waiting for his sales ever since. Tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was about finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was only Azalda's the third's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, an appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavour. So, I'll tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zazal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route. But my friend's purse is too light for this exorbitant price. With what meagre wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the vault, path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Azalda's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Oh, I mean, I can help. I am a warrior of something. Oh? Who was this merchant again? Is someone I know here?
Please, Sashal, please! You You must let me have that treasure map.
Oh, everyone's looking for it, I see.
What's all this about?
I don't know.
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters.
Aw.
My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
I don't think he is looking from that smirk on his face.
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake?
It's not for pity's sake, he's lost his family.
What have you to offer in payment?
A kick in the face? Punch in the
As
balls?
I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name.
Oh, he seems like a lovely fellow.
This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
For some reason, I don't think that's actually the map there. I know it might be using it as a gambling tool, maybe, but it might be. It might have the map. I have a lot of money, so I can probably pay for it.
So he says. A fake I'd wager.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession.
Oh, this is also a key. Oh, that's good to know. Now we can kill this man.
A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly.
Why haven't you gone looking for it then?
This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Wow, okay. Alright, it's time to go with Hana and beat this guy up.
Oh, cruel fate.
Oh no.
Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
I'm starting to think this might be a marketing ploy now. And that he's along with it. That sounds like acting to me. He's trying to get him to buy the map so that he can get money out of it. Whoa! Stidian! What are you doing here, buddy? Hey! I mean, you don't know who I am, but I'll reintroduce myself to you. Oh, no, 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 no. Stidian's gonna fall for you. He's an idiot when it comes to money.
Man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
Stidian, you've gotten better with your money. I believe you have. Don't fall for this. Oh, he's gonna fall for it. No, buddy, don't. Your money, Tatara's gonna murder you.
A fortune, you say?
Yeah.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I don't know if he's being sincere or not. I think he might be, but I just thought he might be along in the ploy or something.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
No, Stidian, you fool! It's not gonna actually be a map. It's gonna be fake. Wait, I think the kid actually might not be going along with it. I just thought that the acting seemed a little off. That he might just be part of the marketing ploy, but I generally think that kid is... Well, what we'll do afterwards, we'll just give the money to him. I don't need it.
Well met, my friend.
I think we just ripped off Estinian, but sure, we'll just forget about that. Oh!
Someone is dressed for adventure.
Oh, he noticed my new glamour. That's cool. I didn't realize that you can do that. That's cool. I enjoy. Yeah, we found a Catboy mat now.
Why Favner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
I'm actually here for that map, Obsidian. I like your new glamour, by the way. It's very nice.
Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
Assuming it's not a fake.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
Yeah, the fact that they're making it out that he's going to be walking away.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Oh no, the kid wasn't part of the ploy. Oh shit. Never mind. I thought that was an actor.
This map may or may not be genuine.
It might have been the voice acting. I was thrown off a little bit.
Find out for sure.
You were fleeced by him? You seem eager to be underway. I never took you for a treasure hunter. I always thought you were more about killing stuff rather than looking for stuff.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself.
Oh, you're gonna help that kid?
If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
I assume Veetra's done something for that too. Like he's helping these people survive despite what's happened. Same with Charlian.
I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove. I mean, it seems like you're suited here a lot more than Ishgard. Especially how it's ruled by a dragon. Be best buddies. Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
I like that you brought up the Alamigo stuff because this reminds me a lot of that patch. That was a very good patch, to be fair.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Yeah, so you also believed it. Okay, good.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add
Yeah.
weight to the merchant's bold
That's what I
claims.
thought too.
Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough.
Yeah, so I'm guessing he needed the money to help his sister, but he took the bribe instead. But then when he found out he fleeced the literal warrior of light, he was a little guilty about it.
Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
I think it's a good plan. Together then, Estinian. Buddies.
You are coming along, yes?
Of course I am. I can't resist you. You're the only person that I can simp for who's alive. Naturally. Shall we split the expenses? No, naturally. I'm not splitting the expenses. You paid for it, Estinian. Let's do it. Let's go on an adventure.
I thought as much.
I just have such a weight off my heart. The final days is over.
Let's see about securing
There's no
the
like
vessel.
big threat anymore. We can just chill out, go on adventures together. What a beautiful world we now live in. And also, I like this music. Very adventurous. Yeah, I'm glad he's back. I hope he's still going to be a character going forward. Because I was wondering if we were going to like not see the sounds as much now that we're in the new patch. But I feel like there's still a lot to explore with Stinian as a character, so I'm kind of glad he's still here. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Veetra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made a proposal once I was too full of Hannish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant host in lance work. What, the kid? Ah, but that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or trawler of a ship fit for the open seas. Matsuo is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akali and see if he can help us out. Ooh, we're gonna see our Alcazar friend? Sounds like a plan. Also, why is a certain Malekith from an Elden Ring? That's actually a really cool glamour, that is. I don't know what it is, though. I know it's not Malekith, it's Malekith, I think, but that's how I say his name, unfortunately. It's wrong, but it's gonna stay wrong. At least in this video. And I get a comment being like, "Flower, you pronounce it wrong! Stupid flower!" haven't even played a video game. I'm not very good at pronunciations as it is, especially in this area. I try my best. I always do my best as the song goes, but sometimes I just end up slipping up on the words. That's just going to happen, unfortunately. It's an inevitability when it comes to doing anything in a game like this, story-wise. Either way, we're going to go over here to see Matsuya. And I am assuming the dungeon is coming up, but I don't know if we're going to have anyone else outside of Estinian, maybe? Weird, but I guess we'll find out when we go here. Because he is the only one here right now, but there might be more later on down the line. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? We're here to go fishing. Well, not fishing, we're here to get a boat. And because we want to go find some treasure. So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins? Considering it is your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favour. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Nice. Oh, this kid is still... He followed us all the way from Van. That's quite a distance, to be fair. And I teleported. I have that ability. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. Well, at him. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Coachman time. Yeah, maybe he's not working with him, but he feels bad, possibly. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so you not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir. No, I'm not doing that voice. I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the ones heroes who saved Favner? You are. I know you are. I've gone and cheated you. I worked with Zashal. You see, the map merchant. It's my job to pay the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done, and I beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would have never have... Oh, would be... True. 5 days would have happened unless we'd stopped it. I mean, not Vahana here. Estinian. Enough. I know your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friends who were seeking those very ruins. I was. You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you, but there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man that when he needed to search about the ruins, about the vault, about everything, and then a man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. Well, I think we can handle ourselves. Do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Maybe we should get 2 more people at least. We could invite our comrades. We might need help moving the treasure. Now you've got to make them cry. We couldn't be. I'm gonna say it first. So we might need to get an all-rounder and another DPS. That we could. And assuming we do find the treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The silence has scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Oh, wait, what, we can choose? Oh God! Thancred and Oriongje, Alphino and Alice, Grahati and Kral, Ishtola. I don't want to see Graha again. Yeah, I want to see Graha. I don't know if Kral can come in here, though, never mind. Aye, Kral may have her hands full reborn to the students, but reach out to Graha, who would surely leap at the invitation. Would that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he though? Strong, I mean. He's Graha, he's the best boy. He's also Makote. What is your name, boy? Merad, sir? Is that how you say that word? Well, Merad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with 2 grubby orphans. Wait, boy. Ascension seeing some reflection in himself and his character. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. I'll go find Graha. Call me Estinian. Look at this guy. He's so cool. Also, I think he's let his hair down again. He's not, yeah, it's not all ponytailed up. Fair enough. Oh, no, he has. I think maybe it's grown a little bit. I don't know, though. It looked like there was a lot more than there was last time. Estinian is... I think he is not as gruff as he makes out to be. Oh, he's cool. Estinian's great. We enjoy Estinian around here. Plans for the road. Estinian is ready to escort Merad to safety. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. You'll appreciate the invitation that much, sure. I am sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Oh, so this is like differing routes depending on which characters we go for. Let us be off too, Merad. Do me a favour and don't stray from the path. We're still gonna need one more person in there to do the trust dungeon, but sure. Let's go get Graha. I am wondering how this will work, like, not across New Game Plus, but like in cutscenes. So how would this function? I'm assuming that this is like diverging routes you can go down, which is kind of cool. But then again, like, do I have to restart the patch again if I want to see all the different routes? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Hello. Oh, look who it is. Welcome back, Wahana. Yeah. It's not my first time being here. What might the students do for you? I'm looking for a person called Graha. Graha? Yeah, he's in the main hall with Mrs. Trial. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Oh yeah, I've got a hell of a break for Graha. It involves, you know, his spell break. The thing he used on Avanjit. I will break your legs. Oh, hello. Wow. Long time never seen before.
Urgika, my good man.
Oh, Lalafell.
Would you be so kind as to...
You've never seen me before. He's like, wait, what? You're Makoto now too?
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
He's like, what?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
What are the two of you working on? How is the restoration of the students coming along? Oh, I'm more interested in the first one. Hey, what are you two doing?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities.
Interesting.
We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Vow.
Ah, Eureka! I went there once.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come.
Wow. The good news is I've come here to get you out of here. I need your help with a dungeon.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
No, I've come to get treasure with me. You're gonna go with me, buddy, and we're gonna go on an adventure together, and it'll be a lot of fun. He is very small.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
Yeah.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition.
Well, companion. I don't know if you want to go in there, Qual. If you're good at stuff, then sure, why not?
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which, I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Is this the Alliance raids? Oh, what's happening? Why is he clenching his fists? Oh! Yes! He needs to go on an adventure!
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
He wanted to go on an adventure together.
I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Oh.
Are
Yay!
you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
Look Look at that beautiful boy. He's so happy.
Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Yeah. Best buddy.
Have you asked anyone else to come along?
Not yet. I'm wondering. Okay, so we got an all-rounder now, so he can be either DPS or tank. I think we should get a tank. I think we should call upon our boy Fanquid because he got a little bit sidelined in a walker. Okay, never mind.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift.
Oh.
It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of...
It's gonna be the Makote squad? Because I'm fine with that.
Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
I agree. Let's do it. Sounds like fun.
Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Is he here too?
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
Is he also going treasure hunting then? Oh yeah, he's a very small Makote.
From what I can gather, the Loporrits are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here.
Is he up there? We have to go to Garlemald to like get there.
So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
I mean, Urianger's become such a great character that yeah, fuck it. No Fanquid though.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Like a plan. Let's get the squad back together for a small amount of time, of course. Don't know for how long we're going to be back together, but for now, anyway, we're ready to go.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Oh, that alliance raid, Qual.
Right.
Wink, wink.
Then it's off to the library.
Nice. Maybe, I think it is the alliance raid because it might be optional, it might not be. Let's see, shall we? Let's see if she's become a plus quest. Why have you become a plus quest? Qual. Hey Qual, how's it going, buddy? When you finish your treasure hunt, do come back and visit me. I think you'll be very anxious to this request we've received. I smell a ploy underfoot. No, but I guess we're not gonna go see Fanquid. So I guess you can choose, but it's only a certain amount. The party would then make itself up after you've gone to one of them. So I'm guessing if we went to Ishtola first, it would have ran into Urianger and Ishtola, and no, if we ran into Ishtola first, we would have ran into Graha and Urianger at some point. I don't know though. I'm kind of curious to go back and see that decision and how it diverges from each other, but. For now, I guess we'll just make our way to, oh, Norman, okay, I'm going completely the wrong way for this. See, Vahana likes books, kinda. He likes to read sometimes. Likes to run around the fields, do big jumpies like this. But for the most part, he's a lot more intellectual than Zigbar was. Zigbar was all about fighting and not really, you know, culture. Pudding way, I fucking see you here there. Have you found the secret of pudding yet? I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, then they'll be even happier when they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. I agree. I bet they will be. I have all the hope for you, pudding way. Meanwhile, I think we found Ishtola here, absorbing more knowledge than Kirby does every day. He is. Oh. Round. Oh, Oh, she's sleeping. Look at her. What? What is it? I'm taking pictures. There's nothing wrong with that. Wow, she wasn't hard to find at least. Oh. Having a snooze. I don't think she'd be happy that we've woken her up though from this. Sleep.
I've never known Y'shtola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Maybe she's content now. She doesn't have to worry about any like trials or stuff. She's just enjoying herself. Yes, I would say shush. She wakes up, we're gonna get fucked. I'm not comfortable for you, Rahana, just sitting like that, squatting. I guess not. Oh! You awake. Sleep. Wait, so how does she read books with her thing, with her condition?
Close my eyes for one moment.
Does she like see the A4 on the pages? How does that work? Are they like in Braille maybe? If this board has like that version of Braille? I think the writers kind of forget sometimes. Hey! Oh!
Ow!
Oh no!
How long have you two been here?
Not that long, I promise. Just arrived! We didn't want to wake you. Yeah, I'm in a 1. We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep.
Oh, you had a little nap. You're happy. You enjoy it. I had a book for you, Snow.
For 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
You love a good book, Mr. Y'shtola. Oh, me and Grau like what?
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections.
Yeah, I want to go to the first to try and get Pancra Devine.
Looking for hints, at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably a difficult thing.
Means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Yeah.
So I promised Runar. It would seem I've
Oh
set
no.
myself a nigh impossible task.
We're gonna be annoyed about that. They don't like. A lot of people don't like Runar. Just because of his connection with Y'shtola.
The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
We don't have generations though. We have like a few, maybe a few, 20 years, 30 years possibly.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
Found a drive again.
In her element.
Very good. By the way, we're head out to get to invite you on a treasure hunt.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask?
She's so excited. I'm happy for her. We won't need your help treasure hunting.
Al-Zadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world.
Yeah, it was weird.
If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished.
I agree.
An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse.
I mean, you also gotta fight some stuff.
And
You also gotta trust dungeon.
expedition.
Once we find our young Jay, I mean, we don't actually need our young Jay for this, but we can go find him.
Invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Almazine, where's that?
Then
That-
by all means, let us recruit him.
In Abimphos,
On our
maybe?
way.
Seems so different now that she's, you know, found her spot again. She's found her drive for seeking knowledge. Makote squad. Oh, it's snowing now. How nice. How comfy. I mean, so far the entire story has just been very comfy. Oh, Crystal Towers appeared in the Codex too? Yeah, I need to actually have a look at that at some point, because there's going to be cool stuff in there. Yeah, okay. It's still where the ship is. Did he just get back from his maiden voyage? Possibly. I will say one of the characters that got the most development during Endwalker definitely was the young Jay. Like, he became such a great character in this expansion. He was great in Shadowbringers too, but in this is where he finally got a chance to show off his character a lot more. I mean, the stuff with the Lopritz and the stuff with Moonbreeder's parents, some good shit right there. Also, I still like the fact I can't fly in this room. I guess it's because of the rocket here. Yeah. I don't see Fankadev anywhere. Was he not supposed to be travelling with her, young Jay? I visited Labyrinthos on several occasions recently, and I've not set foot in the Forvazine since the day we boarded the Ragnarok. Yeah, the good news is the music's back normally now. It's not the fucking from below music that's just blaring in the background, ruining all sense of subtlety in this area. Got actual good music.
Ah, our illustrious champion.
Yeah!
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Sounds fun. You want to join?
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Yes. With your name on it. 'Tis good to see you. Wasn't Fancred? Yeah, where's Fancred?
He left to attend to some personal errand, but should be returning ere long.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
He's got a whole world to explore, basically.
Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed.
Where'd he go?
Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies.
I like befurred lunar allies. It's a good name for them.
The Lopritz had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
Nice. Good for you, oh young Jay.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
You have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Lopritz now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
We do. We got treasure maps from mining, and we used them to go into like instances. It's great. I love treasure hunts.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to
They've like built like a treasure place.
And innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation.
Yeah, they are very innocent and very adorable sometimes.
But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
We've come to enlist your help to do some actual treasure hunting as well. I know you also like exploration and that sort of thing.
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity.
Hell yeah.
I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Yay! We got everyone here, nice. Everyone is here to join.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
I don't think ever. Like, even during Stormblood, Garlemald or sort of thing. We've had some, like, breath, but this is the first time.
The Scion's accomplishments. 'Tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
That's basically the writers saying, well, don't worry, we got you covered, guys. We're going to lower the stakes into complete minutia.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
Ah, so no Alpha, no Nalise
I
then.
agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle.
Oh, fuck them, I guess. Not all Scions are allowed to be here.
Shall we be on our way?
Fancred too. I want Fancred to be here. Yay! There he is. Best boy. Hey, what were you doing?
Wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
Oh, a mentor? How was your pilgrimage?
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted...
He's become better. I know, he's become so much more social in that respect.
In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos.
Yeah.
A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to...
We were gonna head off to do something, but I guess since you're here now, we don't... You're gonna join us, Fancred? Wanna go on an adventure?
Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
No, come with us.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Sure, young Jay, sure.
Ah, of course. And if you have a Stinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Come on, no, come with us. I want you to come.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
No. I don't think anyone will be.
In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out.
No!
Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters.
Yeah, I guess 5 will be enough.
Return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
Our buddy's been left out. Aww.
Till we meet again.
Yeah, I'll see you later. I mean, someone's going to be left out because there are 5 of us. In fact, 2 people are going to be left out.
So hasten our departure. Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Oh, I guess we got everyone we need for this dungeon. Let's go get some treasure, shall we? Speak of a city in Akiali. It seems everything's going underfoot. It's sad that we can't take Fancred with us. I'm, again, curious how those options would have worked together. Maybe Estinian would have just been like, no, they're too busy right now. You can't talk to Ishtola, she's too busy. The only person you can talk to is Graham because he's just killing out in Charlian. What about Alphino and Alice are? I mean, I'm kind of hoping they can have some rest. They're not forced to do big adventures right now, but I do hope we at least see them a little bit. Not too much, of course. I think 6.1 and the upcoming expansions have a chance to introduce some new characters to the main cast, which I'm excited for. Everyone. Grah. Never tire of it either. Imagine the possibilities. So much money out there, Stoller. Yeah, hopefully. We've got quite a lot of us, but it means a lot more people can use their hands to carry treasures. Saying that, does anyone actually have any pockets? Because I certainly don't. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. Only ask that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. Aye, we will keep an eye out. Baked alien soup? What the fuck is alien soup? Zelda's Legacy. Oh shit, here's a dungeon, I think. A 6.1 dungeon anyway. Zelda 3. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed at the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what are the treasures he supposedly brought back? Undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. Possibly, yeah. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. The layers dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Yeah! I'm excited! Bum, 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 bum. Oh! We're gonna get a title card. Zelda's Legacy. A lot of these dungeons have been in Fav now. I think 3 of them have. It's fine. I like it. Do you support? Get me in there, some of my favourite characters. I wonder if I should do the Makote squad. That could be quite fun. Me, Graha, Ishtola, and then I guess that'll be Estinian too. Sorry, young Jay, I think you're being sidelined out of this, but it's not. We got an Ellison on our team, so at least we got one, kinda. Right. Anyway, what does the dungeon say? Zelda's Legacy. Since the days of old, the imagination of the Favnair people have been captured by a persistent legend. The promise that somewhere, beneath the shimmering expanse of the bounty, lies hidden the treasure vault of Zelda III. Yet how might one claim the fabled satrap's hoard where so many other reckless souls have tried and failed? Will Estinian's dubious map lead you true to the rumored isle and its mouldering ruins? Whatever peril awaits ahead, it is certain to be an adventure. Oh, I bet it is. I'm excited for that. I love adventure with my favourite scions. Okay, this is one of my first times doing it's been a while since I've done a duty support on my own without people on Discord Live, so this is gonna be fun. Right, so yeah, Graha's coming. Ishtola, oh, it's already sorted out my pie. It knows what I want. Okay, nice. Let's go, shall we? Assuming that I do continue to be supported, I think I will. When it comes to 6.2, I'll probably have better gear by then because of the Tombstones weekly stuff. If you didn't know, you get Tombstones the same way you got the other ones, but in this case, it's weekly. You get 500 each week, so I'm gonna have to wait a few weeks to get my full armor for White Mage, and I also got to do the Alliance raid quite a few times, so that is something to be aware of, but it'll be quite fun to do, I think. It also means I can get all the armor I need and all the pieces of the armor. This is cool, like a jungle. Oh, I like the music. Let's do this, guys. Makote and Destinian squad. Nice. Starting off with an elegy, I think. Liturgy, I mean, not elegy. I've got so many skills now, but I think the damage here will be really fucking good. But either way, it's just going to be me spamming Holy for this. So I apologise for the screen complete blinding for you guys. This is an inevitability of Holy. They are fully resisting it though, so maybe I shouldn't use it. Oh, Graha! I just realised I'm healing, I forgot. Sorry, buddy. You're fine. This entire dungeon will be fine. I've basically, I think, learned all the skills I need for White Mage at this level. I just gotta be better at them and practicing them. Alright, nice. Also, my main weapon isn't upgraded, so another thing you have to do at level 90, unlike before, you need to do the Alliance raid once a week to get the special material to upgrade your weapons, and that requires, isn't hard to do, but it means you've got to do it weekly, and you can only put it on one piece of your equipment at any one time. So really, you gotta choose a class and stick with that, otherwise you're not gonna get a chance to fully upgrade your eye level for your gear. It kind of sucks, but I understand why they did it, I guess. It means you can't just immediately become overly leveled compared to other people. Obviously, some people have the advantage of that they started earlier with it. And I keep forgetting to heal Graha. He's good though.
Allow me.
I forget I'm not a DPS here, and I'm a white mage. He's fine. Anyone gonna avoid that? There we go.
I will not hold back.
But yeah, next recording of this will be in a while, end of August, so you'll see me then. But in the meantime, I do plan on doing a semi playthrough of Final Fantasy IX. Well, no, I say semi playthrough. It will be a full playthrough, but they'll be shortened. It won't be me doing all the side quests or the optional content. It'll be me just experiencing the story and all the stuff that I actually want to experience from a Final Fantasy game like that. Because while I played 14, and this is a great game, it's very different to the other ones, and I understand that, so
Hold still.
I gotta treat 9 with respect, but also understand that there will be a possibility I might not like it, so I'm prepared for that. I think I will. I mean, I like this game. I like 7 Remake. I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs, but I can get behind them when it needs be.
Allow me.
Speaking of, Graha's getting a little bit fucked right now, but he's fine. I need to stop using Holy. Holy is shit. Whoa, why are you such my targeting there, game? What the fuck? That wasn't that wasn't nice.
Hold still.
Okay, that was a little bit worrying. I couldn't heal Graha there. My petals had to wait. Okay, now I've got one though. I assume we'll still have the Endwalker music for this. I like how triumphant the Endwalker boss themes are. Oh no, we got a little bit more. A lot of combat instances before our first boss here. Right, I smell a boss coming. Let's see what the mechanics are going to be like for a post-Endwalker dungeon. Well, post-Endwalker 6.1 dungeon. Oh, it's a big octopus lad with what looks like a shield and a spear. Okay, so maybe the spear would be like a big line. One would be like a horizontal, one would be a line, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out as we go in here, I guess. It's called Ampusham. That's a good name. Ditto. Big wave. Why are we doing big wave? An AoE? Yeah, it was. Whoa, what are we doing, mate? In? What is happening right now? Oh, ow! Wait, what? You guys ran out! You ran back in, but then you ran out afterwards? The fuck? You confused the fuck out of me. We should be okay, but fuck. My tentacle dig, what does this mean? I mean to stay away from where they spawn. Okay, there's big AoEs, okay, I see. But why are they different colours? What does that mean? What does it mean? Oh god. Oh, I like blue and red. But why is it blue and red? What is this? What's gonna happen?
Something special for you.
I will not hold back.
Oh, everyone's doing something. Yeah, I don't think I ever really heal in Trust Dungeons, so it's a little bit weird me doing it now. It's not too hard because Raha's quite good at getting his health back, but basically always pop lucid dreaming after you use Cure for you can requires so much MP to cast. Whoa, 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 Sydney, new boy, buddy? Okay, go in. No, we're going back out. Where are we going? Ah!
You underestimate me.
Doing it again? No, no, we're not doing it again. Okay, good. That wasn't good for me. Luckily, I can heal.
I will end this farce.
It's taller. Why are we using limit break? Oh. Right, there we go. Everyone survived that. Nice. I got how you get big shield too. Aquafail. This is basically a white mage buff shield, basically. But that wasn't too bad. I don't know why it was different colours though. That psyched me out a little bit. Only had a squid. I'd rather not. Oh look, is that a teleporter? Oh, maybe it is. We've been through quite a lot of teleporters, haven't we? At this point, salt encrusted teleporter. Mmm, yummy. Delicious teleporter. Oh, wee! Well, this isn't a teleport, is it? It's not like phasing me out of existence. I've just been, I guess, port Oh, okay, I guess I kind of is a teleporter. Where are we now? Glyph of passage detected, confirming bearer's identity. Whale! Okay, this is cool. There's a crab in here. It's an enemy crab. Not only that, there's a lot of stuff in here actually. Basically just use liturgy when I get a chance to. It takes cooldown, but I kind of want to have it for the boss ready to go. But also, I should just use it in these instances like this. Like, why not? Oh, that is okay a lot. I don't know what it is though. What it's a remix of? Maybe it isn't a remix. Maybe it's a new song. It feels optimistic, hopeful. That we'll play in it. That we'll finally have some chance to just chill out and nothing bad happen to anyone. We're living in the aftermath, the post-expac, the post-expac, the patch content, the hope, the Elpis flower. That's what this is. A world where we can live and obviously suffer. I mean, suffering is a part of life, but kind of understand that, get past it as people and as scions. What the fuck is this? Oh, unauthorized but aetherical signature. Brazen thief, you will proceed no further. What did you like? Take my barcode there? What was that? Locating denizens, opening portals. No. Ah! No, we need to stop it from getting reinforcements. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, focus on killing this guy, okay? Otherwise we're gonna be fucked. Oh god, he's gonna get all his reinforcements, isn't he? Yes, he is. Right, this is about to become really bad.
Something special for you.
Oh my god! Ah! This is reminding me of that other ad encounter in that one dungeon in Shadowbringers where, like, you just spawned 50,000 ads instead of doing anything else productive. Oh, fuck this! Okay, they're not actually that powerful now that I look at them. I was panicking for no reason. Come on, you got this, Graha. You can handle living in the first 100 years, you can handle this. Becoming crystalline there. God. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Well, that was worrying, but we got through it at least. It was quite a fun encounter, to be fair. I quite enjoyed that. better than just fighting 4 enemies in a room and nothing happening. Speaking of, here's 4 enemies in a room. What's it called? A turkey. I'm gonna put that down. Oh, there's 5 enemies here. Okay, never mind. I thought there were 4, but there's 5. The game can dish out 5 if it wants to. That's for cool. Why not? Who doesn't enjoy fighting 5 enemies sometimes? And like I said, while this dungeon isn't anything remarkable they've never done before, it certainly feels different. It feels like we're finally past that point of this complete sadness when it comes to losing our fear of losing our favorite characters. We can now live in just happiness until, you know, 7.0 comes out and bad stuff is gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. This might just be an epilogue for the characters, to be honest, but I don't know. 7.0 might be its own thing, story-wise. But we'll see when it comes out, won't we? If they are doing 7.0, of course. Okay, we need to stop this guy. Like, focus all your attacks on this thing, please, guys. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I don't think there's any way of stopping it from doing something with ore. It takes too much damage, at least in the trust anyway. No! Attack the fucking door! No! Wait, where's this thing got a fucking crown? What the fuck is going on?
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off. Oh, is this one crab still alive? How did that one survive the longest? Guys, come on. He shouldn't have. That shouldn't have happened. Oh. Oh, what is this? Is there a mixer? Whisk bowl? A bit more than this to hold our expeditions. Well, there's squares here. So I have a feeling this is going to be a square encounter. Where, no, not a Square Enix encounter, but a square encounter as in there's going to be like a square mechanic in this fight. So here we go. Enchanted Chariot, this thing is called. Articulated bits. Big AoE. Out of the middle, I would say. Oh, I see. Ah, it's one of these sorts of fights. That's not too bad. Oh, here we go. They're both using that lever break. I mean, I kind of have to. I am healer right now. But I might need it. Okay, what's happening? Oh, okay. Here? No. Maybe? Yeah, we're good. Oh, that's quite a big AoE too. Fuck. Quite cool though. I like that attack. Requires a little bit of concentration. Oh, this isn't too bad. We're doing this again? Oh, okay, we've got sped mechanics, but that's fine. I'll just activate this as soon as it happens.
Something special for you.
Have a taste of it. There we go. What? We're good. I don't know what going to me there. That was weird. I think we're safe-ish, Tola. Yeah, we are. Okay, it's like really small corner areas, but we're good.
Allow me.
What you can do? Nothing? Oh, okay.
Hold still.
You missed it, Astidian. You just Threw the lance into the floor. Okay, Glad's about to get a big limit break. No, not big limit break, a tank breaker. Tank buster, whatever it's called. Got it though. An air buster. Yeah? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, the shield like deflects it a little bit, so it creates a giant square over there, but we got it. That wasn't too bad. The greed will prove your undoing. We'll see about that. Yeah, it's very good music here. It's very optimistic, which I quite like. A lot of the Endwalker dungeons are very dark. The only kind of light one is when you go to Elpis. All the rest are just suffering and death. Makes sense considering the theme. But even like in Shadowbringers, yeah, sure, bad stuff was happening, but they were like a mine, climbing a mountain. It wasn't that like as depressing as it was in Endwalker. Which is why I think Endwalker does a good job of how dark it can get. Like it doesn't hold back as its own expansion, which I quite enjoy.
You underestimate me.
Oh, are these guys like floating weapons above them? What's happening right now? These are just like the blasphemies, but they're they're bigger. Using enemy assets, how dare you, gamed? Terrible. Look at all this fucking money. Oh, what is this thing? That's a cool design. Also probably bad for us. Oh, he does a lot of damage to Graha. That's not good. Yeah, the elegy thing is basically impossible for Graha to die right now. It's basically got regen from the bubble and regen from the liturgy, so it's got triple the regen. He is still taking a lot of damage though, never mind. Why is this happening? Why are you doing this, Aldazar's Aqualift? That's not okay. No, Estinian, don't die! I don't know how to damage there. The aggro from Graha?
You underestimate me.
There we go. And the music here is very good. I keep saying it, but it's very good. Okay, another one of these. Oh, chest too! Oh, fuck, mimics! Ah! Graha, help! Graha, can you please take aggro? Thank you. I love you, buddy, but please do the aggro. That's your job as tank. My job as healer is to heal. I need to remember to do that too, to be fair.
Allow me.
They're not being stunned by it, but it does the most damage, like most situational damage anyway. Yes. Acids are so good as just an attack. I keep forgetting it also heals them, but it also does a shit ton of damage to the enemies, which is why I should be using it a lot more than I am currently. There we go. Now it's just you, mate. Please die. Thank you. Weapon. Oh, more of these, okay. That was close. Got a little bit panicked there, but I got benediction on him before he died. Fine. I didn't realize he took so much damage there, Graha. Got the right eye level equipment here, mate? Or you just wearing your tank pajamas? much treasure in here. I'm surprised we're not getting like 20 million gil. Maybe it's not in gil currency. Maybe it's something else. Okay, what's the boss gonna be? Ribbons? How colourful he is. Looming Warden. I enjoy the little title cards the bosses have. I think that was the thing introducing Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers kind of like reinvented dungeons as far as I'm concerned, and it did a fantastic job. Alright, it's wrapped in Aether and imbued silks. It is, let's do this. Turkey's going down immediately. There's Asylum. Warning, this vault is under my protection. Oh great, I'm gonna read all that. Pixel, billowing. Oh, I do notice the spikes here right now.
Hold still.
Spin and tumble. I did like going down. Oh god! Spin! Spin! Oh wait, what I'm saying? This is amazing! Oh, that was so good!
I will not hold back.
Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, actually had to control it too there, by the way. That wasn't just me, I had to control that. There was no luck. Okay, all your attacks are fucking AoEs. Wild Weave. This again.
You underestimate me.
You don't stand near the green ones then, I guess? Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, we don't want to be standing here. Grahad can do all the tanking, not us. Alright, I've got this ready.
Hold still.
I will not hold back.
You underestimate me.
Okay, we're gonna be doing a spin again. I can spin through the middle. That's good to know. Right. Spin! Spin with me, Graha! Spin! Oh, God! Oh! Ow! Fuck! It's still going on! Oh, okay, this is lasting quite a while. Fuck! Oh, I'm dead. I'm deceased. Amazing. It's such a great mechanic. I love it so much. Billowing bolts? What's that? I don't remember. Oh, we're gonna do the spin again, aren't we? Oh, it's a big AoE. Okay, good. Big ol' AoE move. Okay, he's doing ribbons again, I think, right? Okay, we are getting at LB2. Hope one of our lovely DPS decided to use it. Okay, over here. Yeah, everyone spread out. Oh, that's a bad time to go over there. Go on! They're Shoulder tried to use it too. Oh no! Turkey's going down again. Don't do spin again, please. I can't handle it. Yes! Okay, there we go. I think that was it. Wild Weave was the attack. Oh, I got all my astronomy tokens. So nice. Those little weekly tombstones, by the way. That was an awesome fight. I love that. I love the spin mechanic. Look how happy he is. Andre's like, pray, what did I have missed? How you guys doing? Found all the treasures then? Ah. Toilet? Right. Hidden vault within a room within a hidden vault. Yeah, it's weird. Toilet. There we go. Is this place? I don't know. You're here on your own, young Jay? A fitting sentinel. Yeah. I'm gonna get a picture of the Bakote squad. Alright, let's go. Oh, I see. It's like a giant dye machine or a weaving machine, kind of. It's cool. It's gonna be our portal to the other world, maybe. Oh. Wherever. Maybe not. Ah, look how pretty it is. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
What have we here?
Oh, got her.
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Isn't that the thing, like, in Vadsahan?
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Cut those ribbons. I don't like the fact they said there's a price for...
Stop. You mustn't touch it.
Oh, hey! What's wrong? Feature. Oh, Vashan.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret.
I guess the dragon couldn't fit down here.
This is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
No, we're here to give the money back to Vadsahan.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Well, we're not looters, we're here to help people.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
What is this?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
What? Hey, what exactly? I wasn't gonna touch it, but you know, you stole her. I get that. I wasn't gonna touch it, but you know, you stole her. Oh no! Oh fuck!
You and I will speak later.
Oh fuck! No! No! Oh!
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
No, it was great! That's the best option I could have gone for there.
Something of which thou speakest. Might it be some manner of threat?
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Yeah, show us what's inside there. Is it a dragon? Well, what would it be? What's it got sealed in there? What the fuck? What in the fuck is that? Vitra? Just had this in your basement this entire time? Like a dark spot. Dark orb. Why is she happy?
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
Okay, what is it?
A planar fissure?
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
What, the 13th shard? Call it the void, but it is the 13th shard. That's what we know it as now. Where all the void powers come from for Reaper. Can such a tiny portal truly be so dangerous? I don't know. I came here in search of something that might further my research. I did not anticipate a fully functioning void gate. Yeah. Even in the learned halls of Charlian, it is forbidden to throw wide the gates to the abyss. The peril is far too great. Say void, but that's not what it is. It is the 13th reflection. That's what we identify it as, kinda. I expect you have more questions. Yeah, I do. Need them to be answered, please. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of deliberate action. I suspect it's the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. Since our search for material riches would lead us to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness, it puts me in mind of old friends. To mention old foes, yeah, I remember Crystal Tower. Crystal Tower was fucking great. I entered this as a trust, very good. A brother's grief. Ishtar is a prize in the void gate of a scholarly eye.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
Yeah, why is it here, Vitra, buddy?
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory.
Or Mercidia?
An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mercidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
I remember the Warring Triad.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void, thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other. The two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death. So much loss.
And then the world was like, fuck this, and decided to flood itself. What I remember, right? Oh no, it was the Earth. The Earth like broke apart.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history. Yet, you speak as one who witnessed it.
I mean, he did. He was there. He was like younger then, but he was definitely there.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya.
Oh. Wait.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not.
Like a
Thus,
big
I was
sister.
with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble.
Open a void gate. Put that back.
She plunged through the void gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
Oh shit. Did it work?
I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I guess that's where one of other of siblings is.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
Because it was the opposing side, right? The winners tell the tale. Jesus.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the arts to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Guys went through a lot of shit.
Of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
Hey, what is this?
My discovery came before Radzat-Han was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural plane of fish.
So you increased its size, and then you realised it was bad and closed it.
Far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favourable turn.
Well, that's at hand to go through the void. That's why you did it.
The vision was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
That's why this body exists, I guess. So you can walk through there.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
Used this body to go check it, see if he could see her in there, but she wasn't in there. It was gone.
In my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed.
Obviously.
But enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Radzat-Han and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world.
The fucking 13th. We need to go. We need to fix that place.
Scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void.
Yeah, going in there will be bad for you.
You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
Thought people would be corrupted by it, yeah. I remember when Nero turned purple. Yeah. Nero turned purple. That was weird.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether.
Somehow made it back unscathed.
Allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Hi, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities.
you got to remember her Aether is going to be a lot more potent. It might still be holding on.
First brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations.
Yeah, like T-Armor resisted
They are
Bahamut's
protective talismans
for
for all
ages.
components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to over. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Yeah. You could still be in there.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late.
Wait, what?
And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection.
Yeah, we can do it. We can jump in there and save her. That could be the storyline.
So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course.
So you're going to use it to help your people, Mitra, maybe? That'd be a good thing. There's a lot of people suffering.
Wish only to forget the rest.
It's a really good storyline. Really interesting. And it's creative. It combines a lot of that elements, like from Heaven's Sword, the 13th, the Crystal Tower, and actually is compelling. Because we do care about what happens there. We know about the Void Sen, we know always known about them, and then kind of bringing that story into fruition now. I wondered how one of the first brood could simply vanish and leave no trace of her passage. Now I have my answer. Beecher's grief for a lost sibling would be no mystery to Estinian. His hath been a life entwined of sorrow, even before he became host of Nidhogg's essence. 13th? What chaos must consume that world? No. Millennia has passed since last I saw her. What I see is Dara, in memory still, clear and vivid. So he managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one mighty gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I can learn for more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardian you so handily destroyed. I will not do to leave the gate undefended. Yeah, sorry about that. My apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we will be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate Guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Radzahan. There you go. There's the storyline done. That's the thing. Now that we know about that vault and the void inside of it, head back to Radzahan. Yeah, like I said before, it's an interesting storyline. They're taking it, I think, in a cool direction, and we definitely had that dream where we saw someone walking through a void world, and I assumed that was Xenos, but it might not have been. Maybe it was the soul he'd taken. Because we know he definitely had something going on with his Reaper stuff, and he enjoyed that scythe quite a bit, so I don't know. See as we go along, I guess. Here we are back at this scene. It's like the other one, I guess. Maybe this is like another portal, possibly? There is much about the Void Gate that I cannot begin to explain. I must convince Beecher to share everything he knows. Beecher speaks as if Azara is a lost cause, by the way he feels differently in this heart of hearts. It's the most enjoyable expedition, for which I am grateful. As to mine evaluation, I shall impress upon all operates that the treasure vault is incomplete, without daunting sentinels to test the metal of any would-be intruders. While I am loath to keep Kral waiting very much longer, I got myself to eat before I reached it too. That was Yawn talking there. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate later, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault Sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Capicula have been reduced to so much scrapped. Please bring a new one out of the store. You can see that it is conveyed to its post, along with some lesser creations. Oh, was it Tomb Robbers? Fiends born at the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me to blasphemy, yet roams free. It wasn't us. Definitely. More looking around. What are you doing to scratchies? It wasn't us. It wasn't. Why such guilty faces? Surely it wasn't you who was responsible for this. Oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. A little bit overeager in our attempt to go to that dungeon, admittedly. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now I believe you had questions. Well, a few in fact. I'd like to begin with the gate itself. Is it still functional? It is still functional, yes? Indeed. Which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemy forged lock and warded it with my own magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. I thought you said dude there. I was like, what? This little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void sent, and from this side no man will be able to pass through. No man? I just think Alphino would fit, given a firm enough push. No, we're not pushing Alphino through. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. If we had a warring scale, we'd probably be fine, right? And yet you succeeded in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemist, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead, I bade and devised a means to control it. Well, there you have it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a servable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once they had given up hope, searching for Adzaria, there was no need to persevere such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate laid dormant for years and counted. Having passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. Lady mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made of the cloud of darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken, and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void sent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the bounty gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here, now. I meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place to get the money for the people? It was all Astinian's idea. Why are we painting the blame on so many other people? Yeah, I made the first one. I'm not gonna put Astinian in the dirt like that. Then again, I should have done it 60 years just once. As if you had seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if its rumors origin. I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trade for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Yeah, I was wondering when you would do that. Then we have one mind. We have no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friends? Yeah. Exactly, we're not stealing from these people. What is it, Ishtola? Well, excellently. Would you have said if I conduct a closer examination of the gate? I'll make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you'll have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full measures of your permission. Would I join Fiend on fire study, but Loppets will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. You and your Loppets, Youngji, please. And I must be off to Charlene as well. Mrs. Crowell is eager to speak with you of that request, so please come back to my annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now. There we go. Don't know how far I am through the expansion, through the patch, but I'll see if I can finish it now after this cutscene. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. Finally, I have something to research, a pinpoint. I'm guessing this is going to be the story going forward, trying to save Azdaja. I don't know how to say her name. You can now undertake the Chronicles of New Era quest, Myths of the Realm. Ah, this is the Alliance, I think. I hope you enjoyed the expedition, at least. Otherwise, it was a heavy purse to pay for a treasure map leading to a treasure we couldn't find. What am I doing? 6.1. The difficult part in all orders will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Of course. Anything to wait, what did I just say there? What the fuck? And think of your employment as a competence. Serbia's guest advisors and I'll consider the broken constructs paid for in full. Bahano and I are in this together. I'll follow his example. Amazing. Right, well, yeah, that's good. I'll continue. Oh. Never mind. Meanwhile, elsewhere. I see this void figure again. What is this? Is Zodiac again? Or the Asians? It's actually Xenos. I don't think it is. What the f... Also? Is it an alliance raid thing, maybe? I think it is Xenos. I think it's someone else. Maybe someone I haven't seen before? Wait, is it Forden? Could be Forden, could it? I mean, he has his cape. Who are you? I sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. 'Twas thrown open from the other. Throne of Earth? I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have awaited for nigh on 10,000 years. Dare not let it slip our grasp. Yet, we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble whisper to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. Bah! Let him come. I will drown the world and wash his flesh in gas for breath in his final moments. This is definitely the 13th void. Your zealous admiral, get not our cause. Think back on our struggle beneath the sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. Guess this man. This time we set this war in motion, and then redemption for our star. Okay. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but story is definitely proceeding. I hope you're enjoying the expedition at least. Otherwise it was a heavy purse to pay for a treasure map leading to a treasure we couldn't keep. I mean, it was good hunting, wasn't it, Stummigan? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed when he span around, that was funny. Sharing the wealth. Rashan wishes to discuss the distribution of the treasure. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit the most from the monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the Satrat directly, so I'd ask that you act in my stead. What, like the kid? Behind you will ask you to visit Akali and the other man, speak of Yatsui and his people and listen to their grievances. Then I bid you do the same at Pakistan. I'll commit to my own inquiries at the giant scale grounds. Oh, that sounds like a plan. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Megaduta. I guess for the people to make it easier, he uses that simulacrum as that map, not his actual form. It makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's head back to the Edelman, shall we, and do some stuff over here. As is the case with a lot of these patch recordings, they're recording in segments, so this is the following day after the last stuff. Actually, no, I think it's 2 days after the last stuff. I didn't do anything yesterday, but I am back. I enjoyed the dungeon, and I'm going to try and beat 6.1 today, but we'll see what happens. It's more likely that I'm going to get another hour in, but I don't know. Might just do 2 hours like I did last time. I do like this game a lot, so. And that'll also give me an opportunity to be at a point where I don't have to record content for Final Fantasy 14. I can focus on preparing for Final Fantasy 9 when that happens at some point. I'm looking forward to, actually. It's going to be quite good. Oh, went the wrong way. Good. Hey, Matsuya. How's it going, buddy? Oh, Vahana. I was glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat, then? Yeah, I don't know how we got back. I guess... Well, how did Vashon get here? Did he, like, fly over? Did he get a boat, maybe? Maybe he did get a boat, actually. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Karzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives, but now we're just banding together as best we can. Well, good luck. I wish you guys the best. I am enjoying the weather right now, though. This is very good. Because if you didn't know, this is the hottest the UK has been in a while. Tomorrow, in fact, is going to be very hot, so I'm preparing for that. I don't know if I'm going to stream anything tomorrow. I'm probably going to be taking the day off because it'll be too hot to do work, so that is my plan. I've been saving a few days off, so I'm going to be using one of them tomorrow, I think. If there was any time to use a day off, it would be when it's like too hot to work or think. Hear, feel, think. Oh, hello. Greeting and welcome, traveller. This is your first time to Vavner, then you must try my special amber lassie. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. What could such a wonder cost you, wonder? What could such a wonder cost you, wonder? That is a sentence and a half. Normally I part of 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil, but for you, I am willing to go as low as 10,000. You'll be practically stealing from me. Stealing? At that price, you're the only thief around here. I am not Estinian. Yeah. I say that, but there's been numerous times where I've been using the market board to buy stuff like this, so I might be Estinian in my economy anyway. Estinian? Who is not the one who was with that spear lotting fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The war may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. This to spare me, we might as well have the ugly tower back for the scant few travellers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging scraps in the street. Maybe you should be, Dan, if you want to rip off people who come here. It's a terrible situation, I know, but you shouldn't resort to something like that. What's the matter? How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly, but no small amount of merchants have had to sit. Their ships will be NSB in the short term. In the final days, still one of the flood exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kazal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure we would find a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. It seems like a lot of people are suffering from Kazal's sudden death. I mean, we know what happened to him. We know that he was the originator of the final days of Rad's hand, but yeah, it kind of sucks that people are suffering now because of it. At least we now how to distribute the wealth now from the old vault. These people desperately need it. Alright. Could see my stint on Veach's back did not go unnoticed. I couldn't take 2 steps before another Favnair was thanking me profusely for saving their home. I mean, he did do that though, Ostinian, so enjoy it. And you're also the savior of Ishgard in some ways. I guess not in every way though, because you were kind of the reason that bad stuff happened in some respects. Ah, my advisor's return. Just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Yeah, I was wondering that too. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least, and there are a few places I could enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. I mean, that's fair. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palakistan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yedlamad. From what I understood, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. Interesting, because they were one of the ones who got affected the most by the final days. I myself heard good news and bad. The quiet men were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant scale to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavner has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacle to the flow of trade, so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Iqlali and Yedlamad? That they're kind of suffering due to the lack of any prosperous merchants, basically. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman will struggle to offload his daily catch. Which I believe we should address first. The lack of ships and shore for able-bodied sailors in Yedlamad. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when a beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Need help, Vadsahan. That this kid we saw, maybe? Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Vahana, Justinian, I will consider the perspective you brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I'd like you to be in attendance when I announce a proposal to my assembled functionaries. Sounds like a plan. You're gonna still use a simulacrum? Oh no. Does he use both at the same time, or does he just use one? I don't know. I mean, they're both there.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need.
Luckily that day has come.
And lo, that
yeah, there we go.
May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor.
Yay!
In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul.
Died being a fucking badass, so.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency, thence invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Kalzal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
There you go. Economy restored. Hope restored, and...
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
I do like Justinian being in this episode. It's really good characterization for him.
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted.
Yeah.
Leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge adventure. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
I don't know. It's a hard question, actually. Taxes. Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. It's a village. The Yorkshire's awful funded through trade and high. That one's quite good. I remember that's what's her name? What's her name? Chloe. Chloe or something. Chloe.
Of course, we can draw on trading profits to build a new institution.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage. Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Are you gonna name it after the guy who sacrificed his life? The old sapbap? I think with Kazal seems appropriate. I want to win him with successful merchants. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him a name. He can do it, but I'll give him inspiration for it. After all, it's his say.
I believe I see thy reasoning.
But Kazal, I think a lot of people would have suffered, so maybe we should call it Kazal.
Kazal should be remembered not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
Have it.
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Let's hope so. Bad album of him.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation.
New carpenter quest unlocked. Or new custom deliveries unlocked, I'm assuming. I'll provide. I'll help them. It's the right thing to do. Have some stuff. Maybe we can get Chloe involved too.
See to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Yeah, but better, because this dragon isn't a massive brood person, and actually seems quite cool. Wow, that was a good quest. I enjoyed that. Glad it's at hand. Future has been secured. At least I hope it has. Fingers crossed. This dumps me outside too. It's not. I'm sad I can't actually go in there, but you know it's fine. Vitra's wanting to be to his role as Satrap. Clearly, all those years behind the curtain were not spent napping. Veteran Radiant wishes to share his gratitude. Thank you for putting forth Kazal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honoured. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Ishtola. He asks you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. She figured out a way to get in there. Ishtola must have finished her study on the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. You are interested in it. I knew you would be. I thought the sapper would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of the administration since before O'Haran assumed the office. They understood what needs to be done. And I am curious to learn what conclusion your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Is there any way to defend himself, like outside of just being a kid? Like, I feel like if anyone tried to do anything, he wouldn't have no way to defend himself. I assume his eye would then go back to his actual form. I don't know how it would work. But hopefully nothing bad does happen to him. I'm just saying that it's an interesting form he wished to take where he's not really able to defend himself in any way. The one who claims to be too late to save his sister, he seems awfully interested in whatever revelations Ishtola might have shared. Oh shit! I was going to talk to Vashan, but never mind. What did you find out, Ishtola? Tell us.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vitra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
I mean, yeah, why? Why are we here?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Gonna give us the science now, Ishtola, what you think's happening?
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them.
That's how I got to the first. Graha, like, pulled me across, basically.
Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Oh, there we go. That comparison I literally just made. Graha pulled me across. And I definitely haven't done any other Rift stuff, so that Zigbar can go on holiday.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
Also, I shouldn't call him Graha because that's the point, wasn't it? That he wanted to separate himself from the Exarch, so there's the Exarch.
The magics tore a hole in the walls separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness.
So wait, are you trying to say that the 13th shard can be used to travel to other shards, maybe?
In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Because we know the Void Gates work. We know that the travel to different shards has been done before. I mean, the World of Darkness was the 13th shard. So it's possible, but how?
Yet
how?
even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were born safely to your destination in the first.
Took a few years though, if you remember, Ishtola, for Graha to work it out, like up to 100.
The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many voids found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
There's a pinpoint, there's a source, or there's a pivot point in the 13th shard that is allowing these things to travel to our world. And I think we've seen those. We saw the phones and we saw this knight in armor. Those might be the sensitives, might be what's causing this.
An excellent question.
They somehow survived the vast empty and the corruption, unless they are corrupted.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
Are we gonna get the PowerPoint slides back from when we're born? Oh. Oh yeah, I remember this dungeon. That was ages ago though. This is a cool callback.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate.
We know that.
The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Wow.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
So there has to be... What then? Something on the other side causing it to open up more?
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Their body gets left behind. So I don't think this does solve our problem, does it? Because we need soul and mind and body to go across. We solved the mind, we solved the soul, but how do you bring a body across the gap?
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Defeat them, their bodies are left there as husks. Makes sense considering that Void Sense enter can enter people's bodies. Like, remember the Reaper quest line? He possessed her grandfather.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the Gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
What about Alec? Alec had a ton of this stuff. They summoned Void Scent somehow. Like, not only that, like Diabolus came across and he was
Scent must be called
physical.
here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Yeah. You know about Alec and all that
For a
stuff.
being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
What else is here? Some evil entity on the 13th shard.
From Alec's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse.
And we covered there. We
Why
covered
is
there
only
through the
boundary
fissure.
between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
Good point. Is it because of the
I believe
Alec?
solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
Are we gonna bring like the max stuff into this, like that the level 60 alliance phase? Because that's all about this. All about travel between the worlds.
To get your answers?
Dunscape, Void Ark, and the City of Mac.
No, the danger is too great.
It's not too great to work
Perhaps.
out.
But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Hell yeah! Sounds fucking awesome!
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Well, luckily, we have a small army of people to deal with that.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
Get the science back together.
But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
They're squeezing the Crystal Tower Alliance raid of all of its story. I love this so much. Let's do this. Count me in. So much for taking it easy. Maybe as we go along, they'll start introducing the other Alliance raid stories. Like, obviously, level 70 less so because it's not really connected to the story, neither are the near ones, but they could definitely bring Mac into this somehow.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
That's probably why the relic weapon for Mac has appeared, because, right, they want people to go and do those Alliance raids for the story. To remember. That's really clever if they did it on purpose.
I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate. There is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal
Give us a note, Valshan. Come on, buddy.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Oh, be careful.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal.
Yeah, we don't want to bring a void dragon, like a dragon of void, like from like Azaja through the portal. So let's be careful, shall we? Cause that would be really bad.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
Nidana, maybe?
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
Made like a simulacrum like yours?
A man-made void scent?
Not like Diabolus, is it?
Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
I mean, it is kind of dangerous to do something like that.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Nominanen? Or Labymphos? Yeah, Grandma's favourite place to sneak into. It's like little secret area of Nominanen.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Well, there we go. Let's head down and check it out, shall we?
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Cool, we're gonna create our own simulacrum? Maybe? Coming to you, buddy?
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Bye, buddy. Oh, I guess we're going to be doing this then. But all of us small people.
Let us be on our way as well.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess we'll make our way over to Nominanen to continue the hunt. It's really interesting. I love what they're doing with the plot right now.
Resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
I mean, you can help us. I mean, I don't know how you can help us, but you can definitely just not do nothing. I mean, any help would be appreciated for Sean. But let's continue our mystery hunt, shall we, back in Charlene. Well, the fact we're going back here suggests we might run into the Levelus. Like Alistair and Alphino, maybe. Hey, Stroller. If you are to enter them when the archives at the minimum first, then we must secure the permission of the firm. First, however, we must needs enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind. What of Scholar Montiarch? He did come to Guaha's defense during the inquiry after all. Bunny man, they're settled. Let's head back to the phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Oh no! Everyone in this cutscene got excited because they realised that Ishtola was now following them. I like Ishtola, but like I'm not like one of the people who like her that much. I think she's a cool scion and a cool friend though. Amy, on the other hand, no. Right, come on, Ishtola, I'm gonna show you some cool stuff. Well, cool-ish stuff, because we've got to go over here, obviously, but we can do the explore, Ishtola. I like the focus on her. It hasn't been too much since, even in Shadowbringers, there wasn't that much focus on her as a character. Like, Runa and the stuff was cool, but now we're getting a lot more, which I quite enjoy. Getting to see some of that adventurous side of her that we didn't really get to see before. And I don't think it's the first time she's been following us around, so finally, some focus on Ishtola. Maybe Fankard will join us too. I apprenticed to Master Mataya at the age of 7, and laboured under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend a studium. Neither did Fankard, as I recall. Soon after Master Louis' wife took him off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. It was vigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I just wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Here at the last stand after a day of lectures? Should I wonder as well? No. Ah, it does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. I mean, you do like your tea, Shola. Still, wouldn't give up my time to massive toil for the world. That cave I studied in was about as far from any bright, airy halls of academia as one I could get, but it was a wondrous magical childhood nonetheless. Hell yeah. I mean, that's would be, isn't it? Also, she mentioned that Famquid had a tutelage from an Archon. Is that what he was distracted by while he was here? Was he trying to find them, maybe? Could potentially be the case, I think. I think he's over here. He's doing another lecture, I see. How's it going, buddy? Ah, this is quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholar, but we are hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Newfound the archives. Oh! No furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. The Inoda's wide world of comparative serenity also compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom. We're looking for a simulacrum thing. A void scent. It's all very interesting. Like I said before, I love that they're bringing this storyline back into attention. And I'm excited to see where they go with it. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if he had. If my assumptions is correct, the research left behind by House Daymare has lain dormant in Charlene's archives of many centuries. And if you unnerve this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. I mean, why not? That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. Master Matoyo's theme just blares in the background. What end, pray tell? A method of traversing the rift, for one. And I might keep my word to a distant friend. Oh no, people are going to be angry. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly by the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet, I want to understand everything, from rather all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? As long as it wasn't dangerous, of course. Ha ha ha! Marvellous! An audacious proposal, worthy of Master Matoya herself. After hearing the whys and the wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. Oh, we were kind of hoping you'd just let us in, but sure. We can't do without permission. Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Oh, is this Fankard's mentor? We're literally just talking about him. Oh, no, never mind. Well, Master Falconer, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Falconer on our side would better the balance in our favours. Very well, we'll pay a visit to Lefevre Estate and plead our case. Oh, I run into Alphen and Alice then. Ah, one last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favour if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. Of course, my appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours. I'd wager so if you could see a way to indulge in an old man's curiosity. Why not? Of course, Skarlug. We'll be sure to pass on any revelations. The form can be a cantankerous or beast. One needs a persuasive voice to get him moving in a desired direction. I agree. Oh, Charlie, you're still here. Oh, you're still walking with me. Bunty seems optimistic, but I doubt convincing Fortunato to champion our cause will be as simple as showing up on his doorstep. I agree. Right, come on, Ashola. Back our way we go. No, no optional dialogue, unfortunately. Well, I'll see you there, I guess. Oh, hello there, Mr. Butler. We're going to see them. Ah, Master Varana, Mistress Ishtola, how may I be of service? We have come to speak of Master Falconer. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in his residence. All informing that he has guests. Very kind. How's it going, buddy? Well. Amelius would invite you inside for tea, but I assume it's not a social visit. You have come for some manner of import to discuss. No, but I will be doing Amelius's custom deliveries at one point. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Yeah, we need to help with something. We're trying to get to the void, you know, learn rifts and stuff. It's very dangerous, but, you know, the risk is well worth it, I think. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Galamontia expressed much the same sentiment, I assure you. Although I attempt to circumvent the farm's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. I mean, last time it was fucking necessary, and I know you guys couldn't tell us, but... Of course. You do understand that those archives are still for good reason, yes? If no pressing needs exist, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Because it's about adventure. We're just gonna leave it there to rot unless it's needed. For a brother who misses his sister. Aww. He was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up thoughts of reunion. He spent his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying his longing in his heart. That makes it sound sad. Which it is very. It is no vital mission, perhaps reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. Yeah, it'll be nice, really wholesome. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. It's quite a big thing too, like dragons live for a long time, so bringing them back would be good. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experience in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Nice. Quite worked out. Not celebrate just yet, the forum must still be convinced. I'll add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver these decisions to you at the Baldassian Annex. Nice. Well, I think that was a worthwhile success, Ishtola. Why do you keep... No. Some people are going to enjoy that, some people aren't. And one of those people are me. Please do come again. We were always glad to receive such close companions to the twins. Yeah, where are the two of them? Matter is out of our hands. What it remains is to return to the annex and await word of the forum's decision. Well, let's head back then, I guess. Right, after that long walk, we're finally back. It was a little bit cold out here, but I definitely prefer that to it being hot. Hey, Stoller. If we are going to run into some friendly faces, possibly? Maybe? Oh. Oh, well, hello there. So, what did the forum decide? Put it bluntly, Master Torres burned some bridges here in Charlian and sold to the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was a petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Oh, wait, we can't go in there? Then, the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain times, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Okay, good, we do get it then. Good. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines. It was agreed that allowing your entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. Well, there we go. There you go, see? It's wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, the permission was not extended lightly. When knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be no repercussions if it was not. I wish you well in your endeavour, and bid you good day. Well, there we go. On our walk back here, they were able to get all the forum together, get the vote in, and then meet us here when we arrived. I don't know how they did that. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising guy, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needs to guide it through not one, but two exoduses. Yeah, well, it's not as good. He's definitely warmed up on me a lot since the beginning of Endwalker. If I were you but 5 years younger, I'd cast aside my lectern and join you on your adventures in a heartbeat. But rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed of any number of schemes to get my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I get to be walking through the front door. Our focus will be on finding House Damer's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has made me feeling a little giddy. I mean, I'm excited too, to be fair. Restricted feeding. Montercharge is waiting to offer you some further instructions. You've been heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. You presume correctly. And you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Bye, Montichar. We'll go and do that. Shall we? This entire patch has all just been for this. This is what they spent all the time on, allowing you to fast travel with Stoll. This is by far the longest one of these, by the way. These are follow quests. Yeah, Stoller, do the runarounds. Spin! Uh-oh, you didn't spin around. That's fair enough, I guess. Again, let's hope they have the reading tomes in Braille, otherwise this is going to be me doing a lot of the reading. Pudding way! Come along. Oh, I know. No, not that one. I know that. To think the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist, but the arms away from here where you found me mapping. If I had known of Alzadaz's third's exploit sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must need to be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom, a lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. It's very convenient, to be fair, but then again, like, I feel like saying convenience in this setting is kind of pointless because that's just how the story's being told. Archon Ishtola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted set archives? Yes, I do. Follow me if you would. Watch your step and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. I don't know why I gave that thing that voice, but I did. What's this music? Oh, wow. Great Google? Yeah, this is a remix of Great Google, I think. All these tomes are like old bad knowledge.
If House Damir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Ah, shit, here we go. I mean, I'll do my best. Vahana's a lot better at this than Sigbar is, so we can have a look around. What's going on with the music? I love it. Oh, we are being let here. Ink Long Dry Piano Collections. Cacophony of noise, I love it. No smoking, no throwing books, and no yelling out, you wee girl, in an obnoxiously loud voice. So many books I've yet to read. No, we're not here to do that. Yes, we are here for one specific volume. You need to remind me. She's gonna, like, find out bad truths about stuff. Oh, some restricted booking here? What is this? Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling at her candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Okay, so I don't think that's might be the void scent, but someone's like weird notes about it, kinda. Does your tome weigh heavy? I think it does. In the year 1564 of the 6th Astral Era, the Amalgam summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire aspect of oh, this is drawn in Final Fantasy 1.0, I think. If you consider that primal summoning is an act for by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the result of the deformed entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the Ava should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself greet us with his presence, some other embodiment of divine sagacity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transfer me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet have no means to verify its pronunciations? How could one be certain they were true? I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, if you wished for a being that was all-powerful, would it be all-powerful? And we know Phaliac does actually exist from the Alliance raids, but from this knowledge, we can kind of see that, I guess, Primals could be anything we wished them for. I mean, that's what Heidelin was, that's what Zodiac were. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuchason, the 9th Patriarch of House Daymar. There we go, we found it. Present these research notes to the faculty of Charlian Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. Okay, I found the book, Ishtola. I got very lucky. I looked for 3 books and it was in my 3rd attempt out of the 14,000 here. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies. I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Bit of research. Okay, yeah. Here you go, Shola. Well then, Wahana, I think you may have found our prize. Simple. Now it's just playing the original version of the song. Very good
Yes,
music
the
for this
ether
dungeon.
signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work.
Nice. Like a
Time
smell.
to see what all the fuss was about.
I mean, it's not obviously not a smell, but you get a like new book smell, kinda old book smell, wet book smell. You know, like answer how you're able to read this, Ishtola. Good book noises. Oh, we've seen these things before.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard.
Yeah, we saw those in both Crystal Tower and the Mac raids. Shadow of
From
Mac.
its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure.
Did they actually capture it?
Revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
So it became a portal itself. It absorbed the fissure.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
So they turned a being, a simulacrum, into a portal, basically. A portal that's able to be transfer people to other places. And that's the wave signature for the 13th. We can definitely do that for the 1st.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Void Scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
I mean, I've seen them in person many times. A really annoying mechanic in Level 60.
House Damia went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
Yeah, it's a little dark, and it could be very bad.
Easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
We need to create a new one then. A new simulacrum like this one, and see if we can use it to transport ourselves. Not only there, but the 1st.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves.
Oh wait, I just realised, in the opening cinematic we see Graha in this room. Force Endwalker. He's in the restricted archives.
But that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Just realised this. I have seen this room before. I remember the pillars and that thing in the middle, I think. Obviously we've never been here before, but there you go. The Cote squad on the move. Oh, they just failed to create not entertaining content. They just failed to create non-entertaining content. Yeah, I think non-entertaining content, it was the word there, Flower, but you fucked up. Like, they're so good at making the plot interesting. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hamish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Damer project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the farm. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I'll be here. Patron must enable the security while engaged. If anyone can help us, Natada can. I say we return to Favna and look for her to great work. We're just like ping ponging between Favner and Charlie, and it's fine. I love it. Okay, I can just teleport too, so no cut. But it might be a small cut. Yeah, it was a very small cut, basically. Bodies sallow, sleep-deprived faces, but our eyes still burn with fiery zeal. Some things never change. I mean, they tried to dissect the cinema when we first came here, which was amazing. I still remember that our boy Astiria nearly became a thing in a jar. Ishtola tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study, and they want me to be a part of it. But how did she get here before me? She doesn't go by A4, does she? I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Daymare. I never knew such a work existed. Yeah, well, it was hidden. You should. It was sequestered in normal unsuspected archives, after all. Is there no rule about us taking it out of there? It was, but that means every word of it is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I can hardly wait to read it. I love you, Nilana. Hell yeah. Amazing. She's a scholar at heart too, which is cool. To think the Daymare was involved developed such marvelous technology so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Oh, dangerous innovations. Now that you've glanced over their notes, what say you to help me just build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes! Work on a Daymare project has been irredoubtable. Scholars of Charlene trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great word could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Will people be scared of that, I wondered? I suppose I should ask. What do you mean to do with the big mouth simulacrum once we finished it? We mean to jump into it and to go to the void world. Ah, so there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed and ruined to the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of the man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I'll need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Wait, what? Charlene's markers provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of acidly infused water. Okay, I was going to say, I'm not fucking gathering more aether infused crystals. I remember that question now when I was born. Such a liquid, you need not go further than the font of Mare. The ascetics of old once favoured the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of aether. That sounds perfect. If you'd be so kind as to fill out a flask at the pool, I would petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind will amount to much if I was authority to command the Void Gate. Tell me a bit about it then. We'll be back here and on. We're going to build it now? In this patch? I thought it would be like a patch 6.2, but I guess we'll do it now. It really is going to a head right now. I love this. There is no greater joy than having a new puzzle to ponder. Truly isn't. Right, so we're going to the Font of Maya. Oh, that's all the way over there. Okay. I'll be there. I'll meet you over there. Well, that was actually a lot quicker than I thought it'd be. The last time we were here, really bad stuff happened, so... yeah, let's try not to think about it too much. Oh, we got Persimmon and we got Alpha here. Look at Alpha. Look how adorable he is. He's amazing. He's best boy. He's the only reason I want to play the mystery dungeon game, because he's awesome. Who doesn't like Alpha? I mean, he's great. Oh, we're going to go back here immediately? Okay. Oh shit, everyone's here, even Vashan. Archon Ishtar requested I join you, but of her plans he offered scant detail. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Fountain Mire attracts aggressive wildlife and you should watch out for them when, you go there next time. My apologies, I'll be fine. The boy, Medved, was glad to hear the news of the Foundation. It means a new life for him and his sister. Oh, good. You have that flask for me? I do indeed. Enjoy. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Bahana. There we go. Void Fairy. Ishtar is eager to depart for the vault. Oh, we really are doing this now, okay. Look who I came across. The citizens seem to need a diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party's assembled, let's make our way to the ruins. Will we need of Matsu's boat again? Not this time. Once Ishtar has a form of our location, I arrange for vessels to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host, shall we? Here we go. I have our own little boat, I guess, to go on. And all this time I thought the terrible Azalda's halls were no more than drunken sailors' fancies. You know, keep your weapons close at hand. The guards do not attack if I am present, so I pray you leave them be. Oh, the actual guards in the dungeon. Okay, I was talking about the actual, like, royal guards. Like, what? I do not need it if I was trying along, but I held onto my map against the chance we might return to the ruins. Now, he probably has a way to get in. Onto the boat, if you please. We can chat on the way there. It is yours to command. Ah, thanks. We'll set sail at once. Oh, this is exciting. It's Alda's legacy to see the truth of a legend with mine own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. It is exciting. Like, I haven't felt this excited about a revelation since, wow, since Endwalker, basically. Got this, Crash Bandicoot music, very good. I thought we cleared this place of concert the last time we came through. Just seem a few stragglers remained. Poor Vicha. We really should have spoken with Descending before we left. I showed her think what we've cost him in terms of construct materials. Oh no. He laid them waste and I could utter a single word. Estinian, you fucking idiot! He's gonna have to build them all again. He was too eager. Good boy.
The ruins alone were impressive enough. But I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty.
Well, treasure. It's more like a curse or a portal.
It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
I think the idea was he didn't want to know it existed, also he kind of gave up.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Spanish Tola. Are we going to use to make the thing?
What is it you're doing now?
There is something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater.
Like with Nero.
Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
You can go in there and try it out.
An experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
I'd throw it in there. Might as well go myself. Say nothing. I look meaningfully at Estinian. Maybe send a that's a good idea. Send a familiar in, like we did with what was it? We did that with the people from the first to try and get into the portal. I mean, we needed the clay like last time, right?
Very good. I see you've been paying attention.
Yeah.
As Vritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences.
Oh, what's it gonna be? Don't make it cute, otherwise I'm gonna feel bad.
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What is it? Oh, is it a Moogle?
I like the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she need to summon?
I don't know, I'm worried.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
What is it? What are you doing, Ishtola? Oh god, is it actually a Moogle? It is making Moogle noises.
Water, water, froth and foam!
What the fuck is happening? Oh no, people enjoyed that.
What are your arms? I fear she's been possessed.
She's fine. She's fine. That was weird.
Come now, that was adorable.
It was. I was like, what the fuck is happening? That was amazing. Oh, it's one of these things. Okay, this was. I think this is a boss in there. Oh. What's wrong?
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Embarrassed. I feel bad for her.
I wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
It was amazing. It was incredible.
In any case, these two should serve as well.
Oh my god!
This one will bear a warding scale.
Oh no, one of them's gonna get corrupted! No! They're adorable.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption.
Quite clever, actually.
I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
He's confused.
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
What about Vashon?
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
I'll be fine. I always am. Foff and can. I think she would gently kill me if I say that. I need to see her reaction though. Fuck! I'm gonna die! Wow! I need to do it. I need to do it. I need to see what she's gonna say. She's gonna kill me! I'm gonna die!
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Oh god, yeah, she can. I forgot. She turned us into frogs before. Ow!
Let us begin, shall we?
Oh, that was amazing. So glad I chose that option. Oh, this is an amazing patch. I love it so much. Oh. That was also told us voice actor. Did he come back and nothing bad has happened? Oh, that would just be a cutscene if they came back okay. Oh, no, maybe not. We need to wait for our time to ensure a meaningful result. Be patient and keep watch for any intruders. Every time I come here, it reminds me of that dark portal above the Crystal Tower, and the final lash of Olga's tail as she plunged into the void. Oh. So got a picture she told us as a little girl. Easy to believe she sprang fully formed from one of Master Matoya's cultures. Oh, Estinian, please. This is save me. I will never see Shola the same way again. From form indeed. Foam indeed. Yeah, it was amazing. Best thing ever. I assume that being a destination means this is going to be quite a long cutscene. They didn't want to make a cutscene to play in series, I guess.
I think we've waited long enough.
Yeah.
Nixies, return to my side.
Did it work? Oh, it did. No, one of them's been corrupted. Oh. Top 10 saddest deaths. Oh.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Oh, the poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
I had to see, but it's sad. Any way you can help it, Ishtola? Is it getting bigger?
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Yeah. Ishtola, do not be the cause for Vadzahan being put under more shit than it's already in. Oh! I wouldn't stand on those spikes, by the way.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Shit. There we go. Okay, we got it. Oh, that was close. Very risky, but I think good. Yeah, we're good. The ribbons will stop it from coming out.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Yeah.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
So the warring scales do protect you while you're in there. Good to know.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Okay, they're both going. Good. Well, that seemed like a success outside of the last part.
Correct, then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Oh, that's not good.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
So it works, but it'll break if we stay in there too long.
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
I mean, that's designed against all types of ether, right? Like, no one strength is stronger than the other one, so ideally you'll want to design it against dark.
You've said much of the void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Yeah.
The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness.
Yeah.
In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
They realise they can't force it, they need to let Earth do its own thing.
Una Kalhai,
Ah, there we go!
the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus: the champions of that ill-fated world, use the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals.
Wow, so people who didn't do this quest line are gonna have no idea as to what happened.
But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. It was Elidibus, as I recall, who rescued Unakalhai's spirit from his final battlefield.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there were others whom the emissary saved from oblivion.
And we know about the person from the first. Yeah, Albert's the barmaid at the Wandering Stairs? We'll talk about this one because I know that person.
Silver, the adventurer who travelled with the Warriors of Light. And you say she was another of Elidibus's ports.
This is a cool comparison to that. Yeah. So, we got a lot of information about this.
Ciela, or rather Silver, was beguiled by the same dreams of heroism as Unakalhai.
To cause these terrible events to occur.
What of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
It was a big void place with like a giant floating sun thing in the distance. It was very weird. Can I tell you about Mac too? Because I think that might be useful as well.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Don't want to spread over here. Our world.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
Hell yeah, you will.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Yeah, we made that better.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial atomos.
There we go, 6.2 is ready to go. Now that he decides to come out.
I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Thinking about it.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
Doesn't know, he's like conflicted. Does he want to help or does he want to risk it?
We will see you back in the city then.
Certainly a conundrum. We all see it too. Affliction of it. Does he help? Does he not? I know, but now we got. I think, if I'm correct, the next quest is the last quest I'm going to be recording for a pretty long time, actually. So, let's get this underway, shall we? Seeing the void's terrors firsthand was an experience, but I doubt fear of such creatures is the root of Veetra's hesitation. Alright, it's definitely about her sister. A Sabbath's duty. If Tola ponders the next stage of your preparations to enter the void. Once the diner succeeds in fabricating the mock Atomos, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? Although this is more my endeavours than yours. To be honest, I've no interest in visiting the void myself. But I think you're going to help anyway. But I'll discuss this later. There's thing I must do first. Hi, Estinian. Why is everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had a good reason for not wanting to explain my own Nixie victual. Ahem, shall we proceed with our preparations then? As we saw, the warden scales could be affected by protecting the bear from other sources of aetheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving a brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels this kind of structural augmentation? The Elegans! I mean, the Elegans don't exist anymore. Garland Ironworks! There we go. An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the Warden scale. Come, let us visit the operation of Alga's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Look at that. Shall we? Right then. Oh, it just plunked us away, didn't it? God, I haven't been a Valga's Reach in the story for ages. Right then, let's talk to junior Ironworks engineer, I guess. Perhaps this young man can locate Sid for us. Perhaps he can. But hi there, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually. Assuming he's available. He's the president? Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if you have the moment free. Pretty important. Also, Alpha's here, very good. Hey, buddy. A pleasure as always. I heard you have a job for us. Yeah, we need your help to make talismans to get into the void. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Yeah, there we go. The writers are like, yeah, we're lowering the stakes for you guys. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after meeting you on that bloody mess. I mean, you've seen quite a few weird stuff too, to be fair, Sid. Alright, take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Alright, a little bit bad for wear. It seems the manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped in nearer through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? It has its own shield, maybe? But saying that, we're gonna need to give a shield to the shield, and then a shield to the shield for the shield, and then a shield for the shield for the shield, and then for the shield. We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but be wary of applying any compound which might upset the A-scale's delicate etheric balance. But far safer to split this just in armor. Oh. We'll still have protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys of high etherical conductivity, so as not to impede talisman's primary function. Sounds like a plan. Suit of armor, as he said. Now let's compile data on the 13th, so I have a picture in the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I've never had a more reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands, always think about doing the fun stuff. See what we can do. Sounds like a plan. Well, there we go. We got armor for our warring scale. Now, I guess we got everything we can do for now. We can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's turn to the great word and see how Nadano is getting on the mock Atomos. Does she have like blueprints or something? Because I don't think he does. I think he was just normal. Okay, let's head back, shall we?
Ah, Estola! The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Well, there you have it.
The reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
They're scarily knowledgeable, and they do like looking for stuff.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
Yeah, but then something changed. You realised you wanted to protect Vadzahan and Favner.
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm.
Aww.
It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
You're gonna let that happen, buddy.
But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Oh?
Nabdeen, what is this about?
You're not satrap anymore. You're gonna be not. You're just gonna be kicked out.
Celestinian told us of your predicament. For centuries, you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
Aww. So wholesome.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Hell yeah. There you go, bud. Got
I
some
am grateful for your loyalty
honourable people
and
here,
for your
Vitra.
encouragement. And yet,
now you listen to me, Varshan.
Oh. Oh shit. So tiny.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
I mean, that's a weird thing to say, but
If
sure.
your family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
Aww. So sad, but also happy that all these people care so much.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Oh yeah. Everyone's here, even the Sinian. He got everyone together for this. And the kids!
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Oh shit. You did a good job, Estinian, buddy. Protect them well. You must take heart. Will you wallow in sincerity forever? Exactly. You gotta ponder him.
you're saying I should seize this chance?
Yes. Do it. I mean, what are you gonna? What can you
Take
lose?
heart
They
and
said they'll look
protect
after
them
it.
well. Such were the words I once said to you, and here I stand failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan.
To protect them both.
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties.
Half the eye, I guess.
While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention.
Yeah, I don't really know how it works. You go between the vessels, I guess?
I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother.
That's adorable.
Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
So bad will happen to him. But you really should have like designed a simulacrum that could look after itself. What? Someone needed to give that boy a good talking to. He really did. Gave him a massive talking to. I don't suppose we recommended to you. They just yell at the satrap. No, you'll be fine. I think that's what he kind of needed, to be honest, from one of his own. Convincing others to follow their heart is not my forte. I would have gladly left our most more philosophical comrades take the lead, had they been here. I mean, you're also really good at pep talks, Sicilians. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh? No, I don't want to talk to you. Shit. That's the animal's built before you know it. When a bucket like this comes along, we give out our full and undivided attention. Sleep? Pah! Who needs that? Oh, that reminds me. When did you finish that other project I was working on for His Excellency? Is your other project? Was it a different simulacrum, I wonder? You surprised me, Astidian. For a lone wolf, you show an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vika reach its conclusion. It was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and the travellers believing the palace was racked by some unnatural storm. Wait, really? What of your own answer then? You seem disinclined. I would have liked to see Varshan's reaction to that, but my chocobo Persimmon decided to stand in the way, so thanks for that, Persimmon. When I was one of Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed with Radicus' death. I will not wish for such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. There's a chance we could spare Viku that pain, then I will follow you. Any other form of science we should call upon? Yeah, I was going to say, do we need to get anyone else to come? Rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We thought should be sufficient for our purpose. Now on to the specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. But I planned the search to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief sway. Could it be more convenient had we some manner of base camp near to the gate itself? One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us see if we can find Megaduta. We're gonna have like a child on our team though, that'd be a little weird. Oh sure. I'm wondering if this other project that Nadana was talking about was a better simulacra for him. It would make sense. Because I don't think he can defend himself right now, which would be a problem if he's on his own. I don't know what happens if he dies. Does the eye get destroyed? Does the eye leave, but it's still with him? I don't know. Conducting our expedition out of the Rising Stones have raised us as many questions as according to many science. At least here in Vadsahan we might be able to appear roadworthy from our local explorations. I was put in a guest room in the palace while I await my audience of Vitra. I expect we'll be given the use of something similar. There, this is the last quest, I think, right? And so we require suitable accommodations. I want to make something available for our guests. All the chambers are permanently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the chamber activities begin in earnest, however, we immediately distribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please remind me when you complete the rearrangements. Inform me, in fact. As you heard, we will be settled you in Magaduta in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Azaja. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only knew how long our explorations may possibly take, or what our chance of success might possibly be. True. Succeed or fail, I'm grateful that you've convinced me to make the attempt. There you have it. On that note, I'll return to the great work and lend what I can to help with Nanada. If your preparations to make air, we venture into the 13th. Now's the time. Alright. I mean, end of August will be when 6.2 comes out. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train as the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know, for the longest time I thought the Radiant Host was Varshan himself, but that's a sap rap, so... You know what this means to me, Vahana, but my purpose need not consume you as well. Well, we are headed to another world, but what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveller, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Oh well, buddy. Don't you worry. I plan on doing everything I can, and the second I click this, there will be no available MSQ for the whole game. This is weird. Like I said by ending in Endwalker, and now I did 6.1, but now this is actually where I won't be able to do any more MSQ. So once we click this, that'll be I'm up to date on the story. I'll be at the most current point in the actual main scenario. So let's do it, shall we? Meanwhile, in the 13th, yep, there we go. What is this evil mastermind doing? And why should we care? Very cool looking place, to be fair. I hope we get to come here at some point. We saw this guy before. It's a knight, isn't it? Actually, no, it's not a knight, because the knight was, he didn't have the tentacles on him. Is this actually Xenos? I think it might be. Maybe? Maybe it's the sort of void scent that he inhabited him for a while? Could it be? Oh, is that a hand on his face? Something like that. Who is this man?
And thus I am returned.
I think it might be. I don't think it's Xenos, but I think it's the other one who... The thing that he communed with.
Bereft of savours.
Also, the Reaper people will enjoy this storyline, I guess. That's all about the void scent. Shit! That's gonna be the cliffhanger, isn't it? Let pass and walk the venturous spur. Pulses quicken, spirits stir. Yeah! Let me see this then. Let me see this. To be continued. I can't click it. There's no more story. Oh shit. Wow. That is certainly a thing. Vahana, your story is going to be a lot slower than Zigbar's. Let me just tell you that now. Like, it's gonna. I plan on recording all of it, all the MSQ progress I make. But Vahana, it was cool to see you in recording for the short amount of time we had you. But I think this is where your story is going to be put on hold for a while. And that's true, because as much as I love these recordings and me doing the MSQ series for Final Fantasy 14, I can't do content that isn't out yet. And this is, I'm up to date now. Like 8 years of content, I'm finally here, and it's sad, but also I think we're at a good point now where I can wait a few months until the next patch, and then the next patch, and then the next, and then finally we'll get 7.0 and it'll be awesome. So with that in mind, this is it. This is my final recording of Final Fantasy 14 for a long while. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see Vahana again for 6.2. Goodbye.